We're Alive, a story of survival. Chapter 2, The Two Things. Part 3 of 3.
Here, I got her. Or him.
Oh, shit. Pegs, you're bleeding.
I'm alright, see?
Lizzie, get over here by me.
Guys, I'm fine. Look, it's just a scratch, see? Put your guns down now, please.
We can't do that, Pegs.
Please, you're making me uncomfortable. Stop pointing those things at me, please.
Lady, you're making me uncomfortable. What the fuck do we do with her now?
Would you stop pointing those fucking guns at me?
Whoa, what's she doing?
She's going after the cat.
I got him, see? He's okay. He's okay, see? Look at his eyes. He's not like them. I'm not like them.
Stand down, guys.
You sure? What if she...
Just do it, Saul. I think whatever could have happened would have happened already. Right, Riley?
Yeah. It seemed to happen pretty quick with the others.
See? I'm okay, right?
Can I go help her?
Yeah, go on.
Come on, Pegs. Let's get you to your room.
Can I take Mr. Whiskers?
Who the hell names the cat that?
Gina did.
Come on, this way. Hey, look. I'm sorry for what I said earlier.
It's okay. The stew was really bad.
Liz, grab the cat box, would you? I don't want this thing shitting on my sofa.
Where are you guys staying?
Down the hall here. We have an extra bed for you.
You mean I have to stay in the same room as Edward Scissor Kitty?
Lizzie could just stay in my room. There's a much less deadly beast in there.
Datu, just make sure they're okay. And take this with you just in case. You know how to use that?
Yeah. I used to shoot with my dad back home.
Red for fire, white for no fire. Okay?
Okay. Got it.
What a pain in the ass.
I don't know. Maybe it'll have its benefits.
Oh, really? Oh, I see how it is. You and Pegs, huh?
That's fine. As long as you stay off my Lizzie.
No. It's not like that at all. I was referring to the cat. It's not like one of them. Maybe we can learn something from it.
Dude, you experiment with the lady's cat and you ain't never gonna get any more pussy. Well, besides just that one.
Oh, shit. Now that's funny.
Oh, fuck you. Who's on guard duty tonight?
I had it last night.
Yeah, well, I had it this morning, and I think that means it's you, Michael.
No way. I dragged those nasty-ass bodies up 2 flights of stairs, and I still smell like them. I'm taking another shower.
Dude, if it's just going to be us watching the front, this shit's going to get old real quick. Why can't one of them do it? I mean, if they get through the front door, they can just come and get us.
We need our rest. I mean, we are the best trained, and we need to be on alert if something goes wrong.
Fair enough. I'll go ask.
No need. I'll do it tonight, Michael.
Oh, shit. They just heard all that?
Real smooth.
You're a dick.
The next morning, Angel started planning the first recon mission. Whatever was said at dinner really set him in motion to do what needed to be done.
Okay, here. We found a map of the local area. Right now, we are here. And there isn't much in the immediate area where there might be survivors. But once you get over here, there's a lot of places to hide.
All right, I'm with you so far.
All right, so there's a few places here, and here that we can stop and get supplies. This is a great sporting goods store, and these markets right here next door. Now, our big stop is here at the hardware store. Now, we need generators, and we need them soon. I mean, we lose power, all those frozen foods are useless. And that's easily half of what we have.
And how are you going to fit all this in one Hummer? With all the supplies, there will barely be enough room if you find anyone.
We take a minimal crew, just 2 of us. If you don't mind, I'll take one of the spare rifles. Maybe you can see what you can do about fixing mine.
Oh, so you're going too?
I figure it'd be best if Saul and I went. You stay here.
You sure that's a good idea? Saul may be able to lift a heavy load, but he's no marksman.
It's better for the rest of these people if you stay here. If something happens to you, we'd have bigger problems.
What are you talking about?
Don't be naive. They feel much safer with you. Look, these people are holding on by mere threads, and last night was just one example. But no matter what happens, they stand firmly next to you, willing to do what it takes to get through this. Saul and I have little to do with that.
Where's all this coming from? Something in that stew last night make you...
Whatever. Consider it an order, then. You may not understand where it's coming from, but you are staying here. Oh, and you might want to start training these people on how to hold and use a gun. Datu was walking around with the safety off last night. Could have caused some serious damage to himself or someone else.
Wait, when are you leaving?
First thing in the morning. Saul's prepping the Hummer now.
All right, you're doing good. Now, raise the end up of the rifle just a little bit, and put that black sight post right in the middle.
Ha! Nailed it.
Nice! All right, your turn, Datu. Then Riley. Pegs, you can still try if you want to.
I'm watching. I'm learning. I just don't need to pick one up.
Oh, come on. It's not that hard. I was a little shaky at first, but then I got the hang of it.
Not a bad shot. You nailed that news anchor right between the eyes.
It was an ugly billboard anyway. I mean, really, who needs to have a 50-foot version of themselves?
Probably compensating a bit. What do you think?
How can you even joke right now?
What's her problem?
How does she expect to survive if she doesn't learn how to defend herself?
Look! Down there! I see one! Oh shit! I think they heard us. I mean, you told us that...
No, I doubt it. We're up high enough that even you wouldn't know what direction the sound came from.
Can I shoot it?
Give me that rifle.
What? I want to.
Give it to me.
Oh. Okay. Here.
Wait, Lizzie, we don't know that...
Oh, shit! You see that? His head exploded.
That was really fucking stupid, Lizzie. That could have been a normal looking for someplace...
It wasn't. That was the one who grabbed Todd at the door. We done here? Okay.
I should go talk to her. Lizzie, wait up.
Wait! You're not going yet. I still need to learn.
Yeah, all right. Here, the best shot is when you can support yourself on something, like your knee or something. That way you don't shake. You can also use the sling to hold the end of the rifle tight and keep it from shaking.
Thank you, Michael. So, should I go watch downstairs now?
Yeah. Go relieve Saul so we can finish packing up.
Hey.
Oh. Hey, Pigs. You want one?
Oh, no thanks. I think it's gross.
Oh, all right. Well, here, I'll put mine out.
Oh, you didn't have to do that.
That's too late now. You hear that?
Hear what?
Exactly. Nothing. No planes. No cars. Nothing.
It's creepy.
So, what can I do for you? Change your mind about the shooting lessons?
No, I haven't. I just wanted to talk to you.
Oh?
Yeah, well, you see, I know you're trying to help, and you think that I need to know how to shoot a gun.
Yeah, and I'm right.
You are, I know. I just can't do it.
Well, so you've told me. No idea why that is. You gonna clue me in on it? All right, I guess not then.
Well, thank you for one. I know you're staying to look after us, and that you're doing everything you can to keep us safe.
Yeah, and you're not helping that. I can't put you on guard duty unless you can use a gun. You understand that, don't you?
I'll make up for it in other areas, I swear. Once we have the garden, I will be up there every day.
Right now, we don't even have the roof. You may never get to make a garden.
Please. I know. I'm sorry. I'm worthless.
You're not worthless. Come on, you know that.
Riley doesn't even want me around her anymore. I broke one of Datu's hammers trying to fix some shelving for the shop. I can't do guard duty. What the hell am I supposed to do?
You broke a hammer? How the hell did you break a hammer? I couldn't do that if I tried.
It was pretty old.
You must be pretty strong. Hey, Pegs, you have a lot of things going for you. You're smart, you're kind, you're giving, you're pretty, and you're brave.
That's sweet. But how am I brave? I'm afraid to use a gun.
You stood by what you believe, and for whatever reason, you're being true to yourself even though it's a life-threatening situation. For some people, it's easy to change what you believe in based on the circumstances. And you haven't done that. I've known a lot of cowardly soldiers before. And they all had guns. You're going head first into these situations without hesitation.
What did you say right before brave?
Okay, well, you need to do something here, so, let's figure this out. You have the water thing covered. Is there anything else you can do?
I don't know. I can sew. I thought I could cook. I took a few art classes in college, but those don't matter. Oh, I don't know.
Well, wait a second. What college did you go to?
Santa Roja? When did you graduate? 2006? 2007? We can't be that much different in age.
Yeah, I bet we're not. I kind of still go there. Well, went there.
It took a while because of the army thing?
Yep, the army thing.
You went overseas, to there?
Yeah, Saul and I were both there.
Did you, well, how do I ask this?
Well, it's best if you don't ask. Everyone wants to know, but no one really wants to.
So the spiders, are they really that big? Ew.
Oh, that. Yeah, they can be, but it's really rare.
What did you think I was... Oh. Yeah, I wouldn't ask that. So, what did you say before?
What?
I don't know. Something about being pretty?
I got it. You could make some signs. We could hang them from the rafters here. You could sew some sheets together and paint some signs.
Yeah. That'd be great. I could so totally do that.
And you'd be saving lives. Everyone who would see your signs would come here for safety. They would be here because of you.
That's so awesome. I'll get started right away. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I could kiss you. You?
I think Datu has some paint cans in his closet.
Yeah, I'll go get started.
Yep.
Bye.
Yep. Pegs made me realize something at that moment. In order for people to keep their sanity, they needed two things. One, they needed safety, or at least a sense of it. Two, they needed something to do. Idle hands in this environment could cut already dangling bits of hope. At that moment, I could think of a third, but that would have to wait.
Hey, grab that steel plate there.
Here you go.
Wow, look at all this.
You like it? I fixed up the Humvee with a bit of extra protection. Look at this. We now have a hatch.
Nicely done.
Yeah, Saul has done an excellent job modifying our little behemoth here.
Well, you want to tell him, or should I?
You go ahead, you thought of it.
What? You thought of what?
We were thinking of putting you in charge of the motor pool.
What, you mean the parking garage?
No, it's now the motor pool. You're in charge of keeping it safe, and if need be, making a few more modifications to some of our more economic vehicles down here, like those.
Oh, you mean those pussy hybrids?
Hey, we won't have to worry as much about noise or gas consumption as this big old diesel. But we'll save those for when we get back. That is, if you're up for it.
Sweet.
What's sweet?
Oh, just that this here is now my motor pool.
Oh, wonderful. Here are some things from my shop. It's all canned food, but it should last you. How long are you planning to be gone?
Less than a day if we can help it.
Oh, well, in case you get stuck out there, I brought you extras. Oh, and don't lose this. Can openers are few and far between. We couldn't find many upstairs.
Oh, thank you, Riley.
What? What is it? Why are you looking at me like that?
No reason. I'm just glad Pegs had something to keep her occupied for a while. See you at dinner, boys.
Whoa. What? What'd you do, Mike? Come on. You jumper bones?
Hey,
What?
how crude can you be? You know, you really need to learn how to speak to a non-commissioned officer.
Now I'm really curious. You didn't say you didn't.
Nothing. I just gave her a job to make big signs for the building so other survivors can see that we're here.
Oh, I'm sure you gave her a job.
Oh.
Well, that is a good idea. I mean, I was thinking about
Yeah,
that.
sure you were, so. Now, Michael, that wasn't the look she gave you. Come on, you can trust us.
I need to go wash up. You two are trying hard to find something that you're not going to find.
Oh, you're breaking my heart, Michael. We may not come back, and you won't even tell us.
No, you're coming back. You're a lowly son of a bitch to pull that petty crap, and I'll see you at dinner.
Yeah, but you ain't denying it.
The night came and went without incident. I sat up on guard duty thinking about Saul and Angel and what my life would have been without them. Before this all happened, I wouldn't want to spend 2 minutes with them in the real world. We would never go out to eat, and if I saw them in a bar, I'd turn the other way. Now, I couldn't stand the idea of them leaving, especially with the chance of them not coming back.
Morning, Sunshine.
You ready?
Here, I'll watch the front. You all head to the motor pool. Good luck.
You nervous?
No, I'm excited to see what's out there. You never know. We might pick up some really desperate chick with some big old bitties and a waist the size of my thigh.
Is that all you ever think about?
Can you imagine what the two of us are going to be able to talk about on our little road trip?
Unless you got stock stories of boobs or alcohol, I figure it'll be a quiet ride.
We should be fine then.
I'm here, Michael.
Great. Just wait by the security gate.
Got it.
Hey, you two ready for this? You got the key to the security gate so you can get back in? You're all packed?
Yes, Mom, we'll be fine.
We got this. Quit worrying about
You
it.
see something or you get into a bad situation, you get the hell out of there. No shame in running.
Saul and I have already talked about all this. We'll be fine.
All right, I'll cover the gate. Just get up that ramp in a hurry. This thing's loud and may send a few running towards you.
All clear, boss. You think they'll be okay?
I hope so. Come on, go relieve Riley on guard duty so she can cook us a decent breakfast.
Okay.
How is it?
I'm so glad you're here.
I'll agree to that. Better than I could do.
Where's Lizzie? I haven't seen her since early this morning.
She was bouncing around apartments yesterday looking for something. Maybe she's still...
Guys, come here.
What? What's wrong? What is it?
Look, I have been checking every room for phones, internet, anything. Everything seems to be dead. But look what I found.
We have TV reception?
No, every channel has static or bars. But I thought of something yesterday when I saw that newscaster billboard. I didn't want to get your hopes up, but this person's TiVo was on when it all happened.
The plea of insanity has been accepted in the case of Bill Roberts, nicknamed Ink, after his numerous tattoos that cover him from head to toe.
Why are we
Ink
watching
was
this?
convicted of multiple homicides
Just
outside
wait.
of Santa Monica last May. He is currently being transferred to a mental health facility.
Yeah, I've already seen
Doctors
this.
would
Here, I'll
confirm
fast forward.
that he is paranoid schizophrenic. You know that the family itself was devastated. He is currently being transferred to a mental health facility. We are receiving updated reports of the rioting in downtown Los Angeles. News of more riots are being reported in many metropolitan areas outside of Los Angeles, Detroit, San Diego, New York, Houston, Chicago, and also internationally in other cities such as...
What? Why did you pause it?
That's it. It cuts off there on the DVR. It's an overhang from something recorded earlier. It's all I've been able to find so far.
Well, is there anything else later?
Everything that was set to record even an hour later is blank. Nothing else was broadcast.
How the hell did it spread so fast?
Will you keep looking on the other DVRs and see if you find anything else?
Yeah, of course.
I look with her. There's a lot of those things in the building. It may take some time. Bex, you coming?
How can this have happened?
Well, that's what we're going to find out. We're going to get through this together.
Everyone's gone. No one out there is coming for us. We're alone.
Join us again in 2 weeks for the next chapter of We're Alive. And now, a word from our sponsors. Buying, selling, whether a first-time home buyer or purchasing your 50th home, Jeremy Wayland of Reiki Realty is the realtor for you. Specializing in first-time homes, multi-residential, and Chapman housing, he has the service for you. A fifth-generation Orange resident, he cares about the Orange community. It has never been a better time to buy with tax incentives, low interest rates, and affordable home prices. Call Jeremy today at 714-745-7318. That's Jeremy at 714-745-7318. You will be glad you did. To find out more or become a sponsor, visit www.thezombiepodcast.com or free on the iTunes Store, keyword We're Alive. Starring Jim Gleason, Nate Gies, Shane Salk, Claire Doden, Elisa Elliott, Jay Olegario, Manly Woods, Blair Byhauer. Featuring Michael Swan. Written and directed by Casey Wayland. Associate producer Jason Scott. Print editor Blythe Hill. Composers Katie Wayland and Ron Gallagher. Producer Shane Salk. Casey Wayland. This has been a Wayland production.
Hello and welcome to Apartment 2C. I am your host, Tony Rey, and I am joined, as always, by Casey Wayland. And this week, we have special guests. I waited no time for your applause, Casey. I apologize.
Good, it's not happening.
Everyone applause
It's
for
not
Casey.
We waste precious moments there.
No, I know.
I'll
It's
get clapped
part
for
of
Jay
the
instead.
contract. You have to have at least 3 seconds of applause for Casey.
There's
every
no
show.
such contract.
I'm just kidding. And special guest, Jay Olegario.
Hey, thanks, guys. Take those chains off. Let him out.
Yes, that's right.
I'm finally out. Oh my God.
You're finally here.
I'm finally here. Oh, thank you for having me.
This is one of my favorite. I've been looking forward to this show for so long because you are one of my favorite characters. Obviously, Jay plays Datu in We're Alive. Welcome to the show.
Hey, thank you for having me today. You know, it was really tough to get here, but you know, coming from the Philippines now, I've moved from LA, 4th Street and Bandini.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
He knows
been
his
nice.
address.
Well, thank you for making the extremely long trip from the Philippines. How long is that flight from the Philippines?
It varies, from like 10 to 20 hours, 10 to 20 hours, depending on the jet stream.
You have no idea what you're talking
No,
Have you been to the
depending
Philippines?
on the.
Have you been to the Philippines?
Not really. No, I can't say.
Oh.
Wait, what a
You've already dropped.
Sorry,
where's
the voice? Sorry.
It lasted.
I'm sorry. I was born in New Jersey. Yeah,
That's okay.
I can't really
You're
say.
born in New Jersey?
I was actually born in New Jersey.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a Jersey boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is your real accent.
Yeah.
I feel like you're lying.
I don't know. Sometimes it is whatever you like.
I feel like the whole show will never know what you actually sound like. Kind of like that. You're a man of mystery.
Cutting forward, my wife is pregnant right now.
Mm-hmm.
And hey, hi Liz. And
Clap to that.
so she's 27 weeks pregnant, and she's saying, "Talk to the baby, because she can hear your
Not that
voice." No, not so much. But
Casey always coming in. Always
It's
coming
lie.
in with the
It's lie.
science. Always coming in with the science.
But I go in and I try, but I'll do accents because it just feels weird talking to a belly. So,
Yeah.
hello, baby. How are you today? Okay, go to sleep. She's like, Jay, she's never gonna understand which is your real voice.
Hey, real quick.
Let her know
I
she's
feel-
not going to understand anything you say. The only thing she likes is your tone.
Tone.
It's all about the tone.
Yeah, it's all your tones. It's like it's getting to know your voice before you're out.
I don't even know my tone.
Before they're
Do I have a
out, yeah.
tone?
Yeah, you do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You would know.
And your voice, the more they get used to it, will calm them when they're out. It's kind of cool. Yeah.
It's weird to think about, but has anyone ever listened to any of our voices more than Casey and probably Grayson?
That it does
Like,
kind of
that's-
scare me.
No,
Yeah.
we know like your timbre, your pitch. We know your frequencies.
Oh, you know my timbre very
Oh,
well.
you want to see my my pitch?
Timbre.
Timbre.
I got a pitch for you. No, not really.
That's all right. Hey, let's get into the show. We just listened to The Two Things, part 3 of 3. I was very excited to learn what the two things were, even though...
Finally, we've been plugging it for weeks.
Exactly. It has been literally 3 weeks since we've been waiting for this. And we found it out. The two things are... Casey, do you want to go?
You had him. You had him shotgunned and ready to go.
I do got him. You know why? Because I come prepared.
That's right.
I listened to the show on the way here. The two things are the person that needs to keep their sanity in kind of like a crisis or is a sense of safety and also something to do. And that makes a lot of sense, especially with kind of the traumatic situation that's going on. The world is, as they knew it, is over. It's ending. And they need something to do. And they need some safety.
And there's a whole if people want to break it down, there's that whole with the Maslow's hierarchy of needs and things like that. Really, there's only I threw the rest of that out for the most part because really I broke it down to just 2, because the 2 came from actual experience of how people react in really high tense situations overseas. It's they either lost their shit or they buckled down and did their thing. Usually they can do that only if you give them something to do. So I experienced some people who did really well and didn't do so well, and the ones that did well were the ones that kept busy. They had something to do to keep them occupied, because everyone had a sense of safety, but that second thing was so incredibly important that it is in those situations, keep active, keep busy.
And thank God Datu knows how to do shit around that place.
Oh, he's the busiest.
Yeah,
He's the
he's
busiest
running
guy.
around constantly.
Yeah.
He's always fixing something. So thankfully, at the beginning of the episode, we find out that Pegs is not going to turn into a zombie.
Thankfully.
Yeah. She's all good. That kitty is not infected.
No,
not yet.
It is all good. No. What? Datu.
Sorry.
No.
Just kidding.
Yeah. The people are like, wait a minute, does he know something we don't? No. They'll jump all over that. You have to be careful.
They really will. We get tweets now.
Oh.
Yeah,
It's not 2009 anymore.
Yeah.
It's not 2009. No, you get tweets.
Yeah.
I've got my own little pipsqueak tweeting me. Brad Bradshaw. Brad. I see you, Brad Bradshaw.
You brought that on yourself.
I don't care about
You're like, what is
that?
that name?
Bring it. I don't care. Ooh. Oh, the tweets hurt my feelings. Oh, Someone tweeted me something.
You're just gonna get tons of hate mail now because they're like,
Ring
he's talking about him. We gotta
Ring it. It's all good.
Yeah.
No, I really do.
Hashtag Tony Rey.
No, I am glad that the cats. I don't want the cats to die. I am glad the cat's alive. Definitely
Good.
glad Pegs is
We're
all
making
good.
some headway on you, I guess.
Pegs kind of had a freak out because she had all those
Yeah.
those guns pointed at her, and knowing what we know now about Peg's backstory and her family and the shadiness that was going down, and it makes sense because I remember the first time I saw it, I'm like, hey, lady, chill, you know.
Honestly, have you ever had a gun pointed at you? A
Hey,
loaded gun?
It sounded like a couple guns were
Yes,
pointed at her.
major,
by large guys.
Rifles being pointed at somebody. That is incredibly intimidating. So.
You don't know what I've been through. I've seen some shit, Casey Wayland. All right, so don't even act like I ain't had a gun pointed at me. I point the guns. You see, because except for Call of Duty, I've never had a gun.
Yeah, it was just something that, like, it's one of those moments where I really think that, if you step into that character's shoes for a moment, you go, oh yeah, you know what? How would I feel if everyone's pointing a gun at me? Regardless of what she was already going through before, this was just, a bad scenario for anybody.
Yeah, and Pegs is such a meek character to have all those guns. She hit it right on.
Yeah.
At least
I think that was one of her great performances.
Alyssa
in the beginning,
did
I
great.
think.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was really great.
Absolutely, great performance. I was just talking about as far as like the character goes, but now that you say that, I guess it does make sense when you have like 3, I'm sure, fully automatic weapons being pointed at you by soldiers.
Yeah, it's like somebody twitches and you're gone.
Saul was ready. His
Yeah.
trigger finger was itching.
And Angel already is like doesn't know how to use a gun, so you're like already like what? He's like Pegs,
Stay still.
Is it the cat or Pegs? I can't see.
But that traumatic situation did bring Pegs and Riley back together. They've made up.
Yeah.
They came to terms that Pegs can't cook, and that's okay. We're all friends now.
Yeah. We got to find a job for you, though. We got to find something.
That's true. Let's talk about finding a job because Michael found her a job on top of the rooftop. You want to take over from there? That it was cute. I mean, they were flirting. I think I've had conversations with that, like with girls.
It was awkward.
Yeah.
On top of rooftops, and I'm like trying to teach this new girl how to shoot guns, and she's like, "Oh, Tony," I've had conversations like that.
It is an incredibly awkward scene. Even listening to it now, I'm like driving in the car, and I'm like kind of cringing because I'm like, ooh, because I would say portions of Michael are like some early versions of me that I was like, 15 trying to talk to girls and like could not do that at all. So it's like he's kind of like trying to make jokes and let him try and communicate something, but he can't because he's just 15 years old, a little gangly kid.
How I forget how old is Michael? Is Michael?
He is, I think, in this part of the story, like 23, 24-ish. I think I could be wrong on that one. I can't pull it off the top of my head, but they did. He was going to Santa Roja College with Pegso.
Okay.
So it's around that age group.
All right. Were you guys? How were you with the ladies, Jay? Were you?
Actually, when I was 23, I actually did have a rooftop conversation, and it didn't go too well because there's just so much information that you can give out on like a first date kind of deal, and I think I scared her away at the time. Yeah. Sorry, Pika. It was totally weird.
You look back at it, you feel guilty, right?
I feel really
man,
stupid.
How could I have?
But it was. But you know what? I was actually being truthful to myself because I'm gonna let it out there. I have this weird wig collection.
Okay.
Well,
okay. Slow down.
Yeah.
Because you know what? I was going to stop the conversation at Pika, but now let's just go ahead and talk about your wigs. As a question,
it's fun.
What the hell are you talking about?
Character wigs like afros. I have an Elvis hair piece.
Of course.
Yeah, you gotta.
Why wouldn't you?
Gotta have different characters, Halloween stuff. And it just I get so it is a weird situation.
Tony, there's no reason.
So Tony, I should have said that the first day.
Well, I'm gonna go with absolutely 100%. No, you should not have told this girl randomly on top of a rooftop. But hey, listen, I hope it's no big deal, but I got collections of hairs in my house. Just a lot of different hairs.
A lot of
Bound together.
textures.
Super weird. Were you in like a sketch comedy show at the time?
I was starting out my acting career in Hollywood, and I lived in
You
one of.
need a set of wigs.
I had
Just in
wigs that
case they make me play Filipino Elvis, I've got it covered. I'm ready.
Auditions are crazy. You gotta set yourself out
You
there.
gotta exactly. You gotta cut yourself above
Yeah.
from the rest.
I love it.
They will
And when-
remember him the minute he walks in there with that purple
With-
big afro.
Exactly.
What did she say when you said I
I
had to
actually,
collect-
that's what I wore on my audition for We're Live. Actually.
Yeah.
No, just kidding.
That would be
No,
crazy.
yeah. No, what did she
I'd
say?
be
What
like,
did she say?
I'd be like Pika at the rooftop. I'd be like, "Thank you for coming."
Yeah, she was like, okay.
I'm gonna go home now.
All right. And then I think,
man.
but you know, we were like good friends prior to, but I think it was just the thing that tipped her over. Like, this guy's not, he's kind of weird.
Yeah.
But
you learned from it at least.
I did.
Yeah, you grew.
I did.
And
I
now
grew
you're
from it.
married now and have
I'm
a baby
married.
on the way. So apparently life gets
That's
better.
right. And those wigs are safely put away, and they are not talked about in the house.
That's
ever.
adorable. That way, one day when your baby gets to the certain age,
Put a
they
wig
can
on it,
they
yeah.
can carry on their own wig collection.
That's right. I hope she does.
And you
it.
never know; they might need it later in life. I was like, "What kind of quality wigs are we talking here?"
I know, they're
Like,
pretty good. You
Yeah.
want to try
Oh
some?
my God! Can we please
I got
get
a
a wig
mul-
next week?
I have a mullet.
oh, you want me to? I have
Yes.
tons.
Wait, stop.
You have see?
Okay.
See, he has tons.
You guys
Okay,
are freaking me
Something
out.
you don't
My
talk
wife
about.
and I cosplay a lot. We did the Harry
a
Potter
lot?
premieres.
A lot?
Yeah, we've done it at least like 20 times.
Okay, all right.
That's a lot.
I guess that's a
Like
lot.
we've done with Sirius Black, you know, we've done I can't think of any right now.
Yeah, how many would you say you have?
I probably have about 5.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
About 5.
What's your
about
wig
right.
collection up to?
That's about 5.
Yeah, mine's at a solid 0. Mainly because I'm not a creep, but yeah, I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I can
Work
do.
on your weird factor a little bit. Might get you points.
Oh man, wig. I mean, how many other people have wig collection? Whatever. I could talk about this for a long time. So Michael and Peg's kiss. Now,
Yeah.
here's what I want to know. They're on the rooftop, and she.
By the way, they're on a balcony. Someone's going to correct you in the chat here.
Oh,
real
really?
Quick. Yeah,
Oh,
because
they're
they're
on a
not on the
balcony?
rooftop yet. Because rooftop they can't get to.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, I was going to let it go, but you kept on
I'm
saying
sure
it.
chat is blowing up. Michael B's tweeting away. So I don't know why I'm so aggressive today. I think it was because we were talking about what we were talking about right before the
Yeah.
show.
Oh, yeah. That.
But I'm not going to incriminate myself and talk about that on live TV. That would be ridiculous. So they're on a balcony, like
Mm-hmm.
I've been saying this whole show, and Pegs and Michael share a kiss.
By the way, it's this.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
Is it
because
just
when
a
you
peck?
kiss like
Stop
on
doing that, though.
microphone,
Yeah.
it doesn't sound right. It sounds like
Like a real kiss?
yeah, real kiss is pretty silent. So you kind of do like the hand like thing, and also that way you don't have to have your actors actually kiss each other. But
Yeah.
the sound of you kissing is kind of a little unique to you.
Really?
Yeah, you don't want to use like a stock sound effect of a kiss.
Are we
Listen
all
to it.
doing this?
Yeah.
That's so creepy. All we need is our wigs. A little wig for the
Little wig,
hand.
little teacup. Like
no,
just kiss
no,
our
no.
hands the entire time. Just
Hey, baby.
Who has the best sounding
Someone's just
kiss?
turning on right now. It's causing a bunch of guys.
mine's got a little bit of like a little whistling through the
Yeah.
teeth, just like a.
I don't know how you
can
can
hear
hear
it.
it.
Yeah, you can hear it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's-
so it's like
That
you're,
is weird.
Wow,
it's
that is
it's
a
how
signature
this
kiss.
it's
Yeah.
because when you actually kiss, you actually make kind of a suction. It's
Yeah, because I got a lot going on with these lips. You know what I'm saying? So
You got some big lips.
You know you've been kissed.
yeah.
You know?
Can't
You
miss
just
that.
go all the way around. I'm just
Engulf.
yeah.
That's what happens most of the
Tony
time.
Rey docking session.
Hey, can we not talk about me docking anything, please? We've talked about wigs. We've kissed our hands. We're talking about me docking things. I'm uncomfortable. Okay. So is that what the kiss was? It was like a peck on the balcony. Is that what they
Yeah,
shared?
well, yeah, just innocent. But like, hey, we're in the zombie apocalypse. You know, why
People
not?
are dying.
Yeah.
Your ratioed from guys to girls is like, well, very limited at this point.
Yeah.
It's like,
pretty limited.
who do you got? You got Lizzie, Riley, Pegs, and this guy.
I think they're all like, they're all partnered up. Poor Datu is kind of left alone with just his hammer. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. alone with his hammer.
Hitting things out.
Yep. So sad.
He's never gonna nail anything.
Oh man.
Poor Datu.
You can't do that. The other cool thing about this episode is, besides Pegs and Michael obviously getting out their sexual frustrations with each other a little bit, the TiVo, the news broadcast.
You
Can't really talk about that.
Yeah,
right?
you gotta listen to it. There's a lot of plant and payoff on that. But there is one thing I do want to say though is the rifle stuff for you when like teaching everything. Mm-hmm. If anybody's actually just wants to take very basic fundamentals, there's some fundamentals actually in there that are pretty good.
So like what?
Yeah. What do you? The selector switch, that's safety on a rifle. If you see the red means fire. Some people are like, well, does red mean the safety, or is it when it's off? It gets confusing for some people for some reason. So
red doesn't mean safety?
No, red does not mean safety.
See, I always thought it was...
Been doing it wrong this whole time.
My dad was always like, listen, son, this is how it is, all right? White is all right, and red, you're dead. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
You see?
Oh, wow.
Somehow I don't think your dad sounds like that.
What?
Dude, don't tell me how my dad sounds.
My dad never said that.
He was wearing a wig at the time.
I know Augie.
That is my dad's name. My dad, yeah, that's my dad's name. That's yeah. So okay. We have news to report to tie in to lockdown. No, Grayson, you're waving your hands, you're writing things down. I'm gonna call attention to you.
He's like, do a smooth transition. We're just.
Can we do this for a second? For the audience, can they just see the size of whiteboard that freaking Grayson is holding up? Look, stand next to it, Grayson, so they can see. It's almost the size of you. Look at this.
It was cheap at Home Depot.
It is so big. It is so big.
There's lots of room for, activities.
Oh my God.
He's playing hangman after.
I can draw an outline of Grayson's body on this whiteboard. It is that big. This should be mounted to a wall, people.
Oh, he's playing hangman now.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
He can write the Gettysburg Address and still have space. So what it says is the news report tie-in to lockdown. Oh, okay, so I'm supposed to talk about lockdown, right? Yeah, okay. Okay, so we got some news for lockdown. Things have changed a little bit. Some people might be disappointed. Some people will be really excited. I don't know. But we're going with a slightly new art style for the graphics for lockdown. We have a new artist on board who's doing some amazing stuff. Like the posters, sketches I'm seeing are just, I'm so incredibly excited for. They're actually, we're trying something new. We're actually showing more of the individual characters now in Lockdown's poster.
Okay.
So it's kind of cool. It's a little bit of like a cartoonish style, a little bit. But it's also still got some really cool elements in it that we have in the other posters and some depth, and I think they'll like it.
Can you release the artist's name so we can go check out some of their work, or not yet?
Stanley von Medvey.
If somebody you were say Stan Lee.
I know.
Stan Lee, everybody.
You guys heard of the guy?
He's, like 92-year-old, not doing any public appearances, but he is drawing artwork for us.
He's gone into drawing, yeah.
So who's the artist?
Stanley von Medvey.
Stanley von
Medvey.
Medvey.
Yeah,
Medvey.
we'll put a link in the comments for anybody who's coming in later. But amazing art style. He's probably gonna be like, why do I have a whole bunch of hits on my feed right now? This is weird. But yeah, amazing art style. I'm loving what he's doing, and it's an interesting new angle to show more of the characters that you're listening to, because part of the reason why I didn't like doing it before is because I liked you to picture the character in your head.
Right.
But I think this is sort of a little assistance to people coming on. It's like, oh, okay, we'll give you one picture a way we think they might look, and then you go from there.
You know what this reminds me of? I was always so excited when I was reading Harry Potter, and at the beginning of the chapter, you get a little glimpse, a little pencil sketch, and what the main topic was going to be about the chapter, or they introduce a new character and they're in the chapter. I would love that. So I mean that's exciting to kind of. I mean, I think people will still use their imagination.
Oh yeah. By no means, that's one of the reasons why I chose a little bit more, what's the word for it, like natural style. It's more cartoony in that aspect. So it is separation a little bit from reality. Yeah. And we're also, it's a different direction than what we had before.
I do remember when we started meeting fans of this show, when they actually saw me for the first time, they're like, whoa, Datu's kind of larger and stockier than I would expect them to be. I
Yeah.
thought I'm more of like a 5'3".
It's all right. You can say it. You're a stud.
Well, I'm just throwing it out there. And then the accent went away, and
Look at that.
I was like,
Listen
"Hi,
to that voice.
I'm Datu." And it just went from there.
No, I like that.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you a couple questions. This is the time where I interview the guest.
Oh, hey. Oh,
We're on to section 2 now.
whoa.
I mean, first of all, thank you for coming down.
No, thank you for having me.
Here, you were did you drive down here from? You live in Northern California.
Yes. So about 2 years ago, we relocated to Northern California.
It was like right during the finale for We're Live, wasn't it?
Yeah. So it was a weird transition. So I'm sorry for whoever was watching during the finale that I couldn't make it, but actually I did on a little screen.
We had him on a
which was
little
really
screen
fun.
there, and he couldn't barely hear anything because it was so loud, and
Yeah.
people were like putting on headsets, like "Hi, Datu," and Jay's like, just waving.
Just keep going. Yeah, keep going. But 2 years ago, moved up there because my wife found a job in Silicon Valley. So, just been working as a nurse for the past 2 years up there, but always coming down for anything to get down here. Because I love SoCal. SoCal's my
Yeah,
home.
we're so happy you came.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, thank you so
And
much
I
for coming.
actually came, I just drove in like a couple hours ago, too.
So you did drive down.
Wow.
I just came in, and then going back up. So
You're driving back tonight?
not tonight, no.
Okay.
Oh,
Gonna hang out with a buddy of mine
I was
in,
like,
in
dude.
LA. And,
Yeah.
that sounds terribly dangerous. Please sleep in your car at least. I'm not going to offer
And you
my
left your
place.
pregnant wife at,
No, no,
at
no.
home, yes?
No, I'm staying with,
You left your pregnant wife at home?
Yeah, and
Okay, good.
which was a kind of a weird experience because last night we actually had an emergency to go to the hospital from midnight to 5:30 this morning. So working on a couple hours of sleep. But hey,
It's
I'm
practice.
awake.
But everything's
It's
okay?
I know
It's
it's practice.
practice.
It's pretty much practice.
Everything's okay, though,
Everything's
yeah?
good. No,
Alright.
everything checked out really well. Baby's good.
Did you get to see or hear the heartbeat?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Was this the first time you got to hear it?
The second time.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Do you know if
pretty
it's a
fun.
boy or a girl, or are you saying yet?
It's a little girl.
Oh,
Yeah.
Datu's having
Datu's
a girl.
Little Chloe Everly.
Chloe Everly.
Chloe Everly is what we're going with, yeah.
I like that.
So Augie will have a little friend.
That's cool. What's weird is like right now is like the baby boom that I'm seeing amongst my friends. Like everybody's having a baby right now.
Yeah, it goes in waves. Everyone's
Yeah.
getting married and
Yeah,
kids.
that's
Oh my
crazy.
gosh, yeah.
Keep the babies and the wigs to yourself, because I'm all good.
What about
I'm
babies with
set.
wigs on them?
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. I'm
No.
totally.
No, I don't want either. I'm all good.
Can we Google that? Babies with wigs.
Oh, there's tons of them. Like on The Office, remember Angela had those posters of the
Yeah,
baby?
sounds
familiar, yeah.
I'm pretty sure I remember those babies in wigs.
Yep.
So I have a question for you. How are you in real life with tools? Because in the show, Datu is like out of control. He can do anything.
Oh man. No, I can't. I'm no. When tools.
You're going to a really high register.
I'm going
here.
with a Trumpy answer. Kind of like I like tools. Tools are great.
Yeah.
But no, they don't like me.
I'm gonna hire some really smart people
I'm
to
gonna-
manage those
to
tools.
manage those tools.
I'm not gonna touch them.
No, but yeah, I'm not really crafty.
Yeah,
You can
okay.
say that. Yeah. Best I can do is hang a picture on the wall.
So
You can
put a
do that
tack-
nowadays.
Yeah.
You can put a tack in the wall.
I can attack exactly. I've learned how to use a leveler.
What?
Yeah. I have a really good toolbox, but it's shiny and it's
What?
still
You
clean.
have a toolbox?
It is clean.
All the tools go in it.
It's very nice and neat.
Okay, settle down, Timmy. You settle down. Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
no,
Well,
not that handy with the tool, unless it's an IV or a syringe and an intubation.
Yeah, we haven't talked
you
about
know?
that at all, have we?
No.
The fact
No.
that he's like a full-time nurse, his
Yeah.
medical profession, like,
I've been an ICU nurse for 13 years now.
Yeah.
So
13 years?
that is the thing that puts food on the table. Yes.
I did not know. We've known each other for a while since the show started.
Yeah.
I had no idea the whole
Totally
time.
separate. I know because we did improv. Didn't I? When I did improv with Blair.
Yeah.
Yeah, a while ago.
That's
Yeah,
another
I
thing.
don't really talk about.
Yeah, Jay did improv with Blair and at one of the improv competitions that Blair was in
Yeah.
many years ago.
I totally keep those
You're
two
jack
lives
of all trades.
separately. Yeah.
Voiceover actor, wig connoisseur, nurse. I love it.
And
That's
daddy.
and
And
now
now
Dad. Just little ribbon on the present.
So I asked this to Pegs when she was here. What age do you think that you will let little Chloe listen to We're Alive?
As soon as she starts crying. So was that a couple days?
Wow.
I think that's immediately, isn't it? I mean, I don't know, but doesn't the doctor spank them?
To actually listen to it?
They
like,
won't understand
truthfully,
at that point, at least.
Yeah. Let's say like 12.
12?
13
Yeah, okay.
going around there.
I don't know why I'm so interested, but I'm interested.
It would be. I wonder what the perspective would be like, because my kid listening to We're Alive is gonna be different than your kid listening to We're Alive, because you're in it. Like you're a full cast character, and it's like, yeah, it's like, whoa, your voice could be totally different by then too. It's like, yeah, it's sort of like we're doing. It's like an archived version of you that your daughter gets to see.
That would be
cool.
Yeah. It's been a blast being part of this We're Alive cast and crew. It was the best time of my life.
Oh.
Yeah, you guys are awesome. I'm just
gonna
put it out there.
We miss you, man.
Oh God. Oh, the hand.
The hand.
I
put my hand.
Oh, your hands warm.
I'm warm-blooded. You know.
Wow.
I like to stay warm. Why? I don't know why. I'm sorry. I don't know why. I'm always hot. That's the thing.
Yeah, you are.
Thank you. So we actually have some special content that I want to get to because we are running already late into the show, but that's fine.
Nah.
We're just gonna keep it pushing. We've got some special
We
content.
drove from like NorCal. I mean,
we're gonna give them some extra
from the
screen
Silicon Valley.
All right.
You gotta
make it work.
If you're local, your time's getting cut. We have some special content. This is from the podcast that we were talking about last week, from when Casey, you were 16?
I think it was 15 or 16 at the time. So this is like 18 years old.
Oh, man. This 18 years ago, this was recorded.
18 years ago. So this is, we plugged it last week. This is my very first experience with audio dramas. And when I listened back to it, and I kind of remembered the experience a bit, I remembered very succinctly that I was terrified. Like, I remember going into the audio booth for the first time with all these other actors, and I'm just like, okay. Like, I couldn't breathe. Like, I was like forced, like, taking gulps of breath in order to perform a little bit. And it's like, it was so nerve-wracking. And I pulled it, I did fine. I mean, I got through the end, but it was just like, oh. But I will say, like, being in that environment, it's like the first exposure to audio drama. So maybe recording everyone in the same space idea came from that. So
with that, let's hear 15 or 16-year-old Casey Wayland in his first voiceover appearance.
Should we keep our mics live? Because it's well worth it to keep them live. We can just play it from the beginning too. It's fun. I did not get permission for this. So Patrick, thanks.
Love you.
Well, I've been trying to get a hold of him, and I just can't find him. The guy who made it.
I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah.
Let's just play it.
It's a preview.
It's a great plug.
He's working on it. He's working on it.
Full Court Press
There we
by
go.
Patrick Redden.
Starring Elliot Arnold, Phil Booker, Aurora Cravens, Tony Key, Sandy Johnson, Christina Pantoa, and Casey Wayland.
Up on the soundboard.
Yeah, there I am.
I can't believe we're doing this. I'm stoked.
I went to this camp last year.
Your parents are way cool.
They're your parents too, dickhead.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to get used to that. Did you stay at Bonaventure last time, Parker?
Of course. The basketball camp is just down the street.
Look at my hands. I'm shaking.
You should just chill, Gary.
Slightly higher
Everything's gonna be
than me.
fine.
What do I know about basketball, man? And my legs are messed up, and these guys, they're like pros, you know? Alonzo Mourning, Kobe Bryant, Isaiah Ryder. They're like, oh man.
I still barely know who
Don't
the people
sweat
are.
it. Most of them are really funny. And most of the guys who go to these summer camps aren't any good either. Most of them are geeks who don't have any talent. You'll see.
Oh, that it? Okay, cool.
That was way cool, man.
Yeah.
Wow. Silicon.
You sound so young. You are young. We discussed that, but it does sound. It's weird to hear you sound that young.
It is a little. It is a little higher octave. It is. But yeah, it was my first exposure to acting. I went to a recording studio in LA. They recorded on tape.
Oh.
Whoa.
And
That's legit.
Yeah, and they did. The funny thing is, like when they later on when they did like phone calls and stuff, they did them in the studio, and I was like, whoa. That blew me away back then. And like then when they had basketball sound effects and stuff, I was like, this is really cool. And then I didn't even like think about it later. It's like making soundtracks for everything. It's like, yeah, that's one. We have like thousands in one little spot. So it's kind of
That's
cool.
That's crazy.
A little tiny inspiration. You never know.
This week we actually have 2 pieces, basically, of special content because Jay has brought a picture. Now, do you want to set this picture up a little bit?
Yeah, sure. It was from the last day on being on set, and so as I was walking down the hall, there was just
I know this
It
shot.
was just the best thing to see was the producers and
Oh, there it is, right there.
just staring back at me, waving by. I thought there was theme music going on. So
There's like all this historical picture prints on the side.
As we go along,
I had to stop.
It was sad.
I said, I got to take a picture. It looked cool. It should be like an album cover of your guys' next band.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I like that.
We're Alive is like a family. Like we had incredible close moments as a cast because we worked with. For most of the actors have never like interacted for people for more than one set, and they came back every other month for practically 5 years. So it's an incredible amount of time. I mean, obviously we didn't record every single week, but it was a lot of time together.
Oh yeah, and hanging out off set when you're not in the stage, hanging out with like Jim and Nate. Everybody, Tammy, gosh, it was so fun.
I missed that part. I think you got to hang out with like everybody and got to be close.
Yeah, we did.
Where we worked on the thing, but it was fun. Really fun. I miss it.
Yeah.
I think one of my favorite memories was the first time I hosted the live event, the live show. It was like so exciting to me because I wasn't even a part of the show.
You weren't in
yet.
the show yet. I was planning on. I think we talked about it a little bit.
We talked about it. I knew it was happening. I mean, this is the first time I like really met the cast or anything, and so being backstage and hearing everyone talk. I mean, besides yourself, because it's such a different voice that you use.
Right.
But hearing everyone in the cast, I'm like, oh my god, that's Saul. That's crazy. What? Like, it's just so weird.
And you just listen, and then you're like, I can identify them, and you look at them, you're like, I have no idea what that is.
It's so weird. It is so strange to see that when you're so used to hearing these people's voices just in your own head and not actually seeing a mouth attached to that. That's a weird way to put it. Huh?
A mouse attached to the mouth.
That's a weird way to put it. I don't know why I said that. Well, thank you for bringing that picture, though.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah.
So this week we have to talk about our fan art, but before we get to there, we're going to answer some of your questions. Rolo is in the on the table. We've got about 10 questions, so we're going to chomp through some of these. So every week we take live fan questions on the air.
Awesome.
Usually they're inappropriate, they're hard hitting, and they get straight to the point.
And some of them are just dumb.
From this Bradshaw.
I'm not gonna pull the punch. Some are just like.
No, Casey, you can't say that.
No, I didn't say the fans were dumb. I said the questions were dumb.
We appreciate all of our fans.
My daddy said
we
there's no
appreciate
dumb questions, but there's just dumb people.
Now you
No,
see,
just
you
kidding.
Well, see, now that's worse. See, I'm just saying they have moments of stupidity.
Yes.
we love all of our questions. We're so thankful for questions.
I like.
Let's get into them. What's the first question, Nightcat?
Cinderfire would like to know, Jay, did you have a favorite Datu trait?
A favorite Datu trait? Let's see. Not that I can speak of so far.
Oh yeah, because we can't really. You know what? Go ahead. You can speak vagaries.
Vagaries?
Vagaries?
Is
that a word?
Vagaries.
I like it. Vagaries. Vagaries.
I like that everyone can trust Datu. I feel like Datu's the go-to kind of guy that if someone needs something or just someone to listen to, it seems like Datu's that character.
He's also an eternal optimist too, kind of.
Yeah.
Like whenever he's in, he's always like, "I'm gonna make the best of this."
Yeah, and I see a lot of that in myself, and bringing that into that character was just natural.
I think you would have to have that. I mean, being an ICU nurse, ICU stands for intensive care unit.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
My mom was an ICU nurse for like 19 years.
Oh really?
So it's like the stuff that you guys see is like it's intense, and the people when they're dealing with you are in an intense situation. So you have to have that like nurturing, trustworthy trait.
When my patient's really critical and on the death's bed, I always tell my patient's family, if you see me freak out, then you should freak out. But I'm not going to be I'm not freaking out anytime soon.
Yeah.
So, and that kind of sets the tone of how they should just relax, because sometimes you get patients...
Or just lose their shit when you freak out. They're like, oh my God, he's going crazy.
When I freak out, all hail. Start praying that your family member is going to stay alive. No, yeah.
Well, that's good. That's good. What's the next question, Nightcat?
Recycled Air Music would like to know, Casey, did you record a lot of outside noise to dub over those scenes when they were outside, or is it just white noise layered underneath?
It's atmospheres. Like literally, if you look at our soundtracks, you'll hear just wind, just sections of wind. And then we have, if you listen really closely, you'll hear one little thing on a playground like shift and like creak. You're gonna hear it throughout the entire bed of We're Alive, because it's like there's one sound effect that has like the wind that I use constantly, because like it just gives a little bit more depth, like there's something back there. So yeah, we have an entire. Sometimes we'll have 2 or 3 layers inside there as well.
Love it. I love it. Awesome. All right, Nightcat, hit us with another one.
Okay.
Oh, Grayson's writing down the name of the file. Erie Playground, which is the exact name of.
So that. Google Erie Playground, and you will get that.
Probably shouldn't have said that. Now they're just gonna.
People are gonna be
listening. Yeah. Oh well.
It's been done. It's been done.
It's all right. Hey, you know what? As long as we're in the can now, we're fine.
All right. What's the next one?
Koi Moon would like to know, in real life, what would your jobs be in the tower? That's for all 3 of you.
Oh, in real life, if we were going through the zombie apocalypse, what would our jobs be?
Well, I think I would be very valuable. You got to have somebody that knows how to stitch you up and keep you alive for a little bit.
Yeah, you'd be super valuable.
Yeah. So I would. I'd hope so. I'd hope I'd be part of your guys' zombie apocalypse team. Anyhow,
I think I would be on guard. I would be like a sniper tower. I'm actually a pretty good shot.
Okay.
I can stay calm. I have no problem taking a life. I don't know why I said that. No, I would be a good guard towersman, as long as I had like a scope and a rifle. If it was just I have terrible vision.
You couldn't do iron sights.
I cannot do iron sights. That I cannot. I cannot do iron sights.
Well, then my job in the tower would be soldier, because I actually am an expert marksman in the military with iron sights.
Really?
Yeah.
So
that's
intense.
My qualification record was like 36 out of 40 with pop-up targets up to 300 yards.
Jeez.
So, yeah, I was a pretty good shot.
Yeah, you're a menace.
That whole sling thing, holding the end of the rifle. You have to do that in the prone unsupported. You have to, otherwise your rifle's just going to go all over the place.
Yeah.
Wow, that's. Wow.
So yeah,
it's kind of scary.
Jeez.
Yeah, right. I'm most like Michael, I think, in the story. So.
Oh no, of course.
Well,
obviously. You did not need to explain that to any of us.
And somebody might not know.
No, that's true.
That
true.
Weird, awkward guy. Is he like Michael? Yeah.
Next question, Nightcat.
Joshua Kaiser would like to know, did Datu's family survive?
It wasn't written in the. Well, I think we touched upon it later on, but we never really found out because they're in the Philippines.
Yep, and I'll give you some canon if you want it. The kids are alive.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
The kids are alive.
Your kids are alive?
My kids. What? Do I get to find out? Is there another lockdown 3?
We cannot answer that. I'm sorry. I just can't answer it.
That's okay.
It's gonna have to be we'll have to wait and see.
Poor Datu. Poor Datu. Next question.
Your favorite person, Brad Bradshaw.
Oh,
hey! Twitter Wars, Tony, 2012.
Casey, if you could go back and change one thing about the We're Alive story so far, besides the May 8th thing that you covered last time, what would you change and why?
I got a tweet last week, and I totally agreed with the person. One of the things that I would change that just because it came up recently is the the sort of transphobic scene a little bit with they're making fun of the guy who cross-dresses and things like that. I think at the time it didn't come across as offensive. It was just lighthearted. It was kind of funny. Now it's a different perspective. Looking at it like almost 7 years later, it's like, oh, you know, this is not really that appropriate. So something like that, I think, because I fully respect, you know, transgender rights, things like that. And so now my perspective on it is I wouldn't write that scene. So that's one of the things I would change. I think so.
That's good. Yeah, I like that answer.
That's a good answer. I like it.
Yeah.
All right, next question, Nightcat. Hit us with a good one.
Okay, let's see. Joshua Kaiser would also like to know if Grayson ever voiced a character.
Grayson did?
Yeah.
How could you allow that to happen?
Easily. I step up, put him in front of a microphone and say, Grayson, talk, which is sometimes hard to do.
We haven't heard Grayson speak yet, though, have we?
No.
I hadn't discovered the show yet.
I
wasn't on the crew.
We hadn't. The way we found Grayson was that midnight screening of Zombieland where he gave him a CD and he emailed me the next day. I actually found that email the other day, too. I look at it all the time. I'm like, oh.
It's old in my archives. It's way down there.
It's like, it's super, super old. But it's just one of those things where it's like, anybody who wants to do something like this, go out there and market. You never know who you're going to find. And, like, Grayson is, like, my left hand for all this stuff, so...
Yeah, it's his right. You're his right hand, right?
Well,
no, my left-hand man. That's the saying.
No, the right. He's my right-hand man.
It's right hand.
It's right hand.
Is it right hand?
100%. It's right hand.
See, this is a thing that I do. Is I get these sayings wrong all the time. Get that counter going because it's going to go off on the show. I guarantee.
Yeah, Grayson's definitely your right-hand man. Every time we came to set, I mean, you were the one that was in the booth and like directing people and really guiding things. But like Grayson was there to like really help make everything run and make sure everything was smooth and like checking on everyone to make sure we're all comfortable and we had things. And I mean, obviously Blair was there and she helped a lot too. It's just Grayson's always. I feel like Grayson's just always the Johnny on the spot.
Oh yeah, and he keeps me sane because there's some stuff that's happened behind the scenes where I'm like, because I have an anxiety disorder and I'll be like go crazy and he's like he'll keep me calm and keep me going and so he's like the calm guiding force in the background.
Mm-hmm. I like that. Okay, we're saying too many nice things about Grayson. Let's move on.
Okay. Brad Bradshaw would also like to know, Jay, are you on Twitter?
I am on Twitter. I rarely use... I don't remember the last time I tweeted. But
so
it
really
is...
you're not,
no,
but you need to be.
But at J Olegario. But that's also my Instagram and Facebook.
Are you on Instagram more?
I am on Instagram more. And I'm thinking about this Snapchat situation.
Bro, don't do it.
Bro, no, absolutely do it.
No. So don't do it. Do it.
You're talking to the snap. You're talking to like basically. I'm not gonna.
I think you were just Snapchatting before we came on.
Oh, I'm Snapchatting all the time. I'm Snapchatting.
See, this is why you don't.
I love it. Snapchat is so much fun.
I don't get it.
I will explain after the show.
It's like temporary posts.
So
it's perfect.
So I'm not on Snapchat yet, but
I'll make it happen, people. I'll make it happen. You will be seeing Datu Snapchat. I promise you.
Follow me on Instagram. I'm always on Instagram. I'm Instagramming the heck out of my life.
What's your Instagram profile?
At J Olegario.
At J Olegario.
No, Instagram I like. Instagram is.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah, but Snapchat is all time. Okay, next question, Nightcat.
Okay, Dwight Wagner would like to know, what was the motivation behind the name We're Alive?
That specifically came from the idea of you need to put a sign on a building. What's the shortest thing you can write that's most concise to people can understand that there's people inside of here. We're alive, and that was it. Little did I know that apostrophe would cause so much problems for me. So many problems. Like, just domain names. Everyone tries to put an apostrophe. That doesn't work. Like, you go to the We're Alive, and all of a sudden there's, like, a percentage in there because the apostrophe doesn't, compute right, and the, A-S-C-I-I.
If you could change it, would you have changed it? Knowing what you know now?
I might have. I might have been like, We Are Alive. Instead of We're Alive, but I'm okay with We're Alive. It's got a good balance in the logo itself, so I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
It took a long time to get that exact logo, though.
Logistically, I'm sure it was frustrating, but
it was.
I mean, I can't imagine calling it anything else.
Yeah, it's perfect now. It's super short, which is one of my things I love. Is like it's a really like easy short name that people can identify with. And on Twitter, you don't lose all those characters just because you have a long handle. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, we got time for what? 2 more questions? Is that cool?
Yeah.
All right, Nightcat, hit me.
Okay, so Michael B would like to know, who is the guest next week?
Damn it, Michael B. This is the first time we were actually prepared.
Yeah, it's all
and we actually had it written down on the board, and I was so excited.
Don't tell me yet.
You know, no.
Make him wait.
That's so rude.
Okay, fine.
It was a fan question.
Yeah, that's a good point.
This is for you, Michael B. Our guest next week. Very excited for Tammy Klein. She's going to be here. She plays Kelly. So we'll get to hear all of her...
well, we don't know who that is yet.
We don't know who she is.
Nuts. I don't know. Who's that?
So I guess we're going to meet Kelly next week. You can put 2 and 2 together. So yeah, she plays a character that you have not met yet if you're new to the show. But she is an awesome character. You will be excited. And I can't wait to talk to her. I'm much more excited than talking to this guy. Just kidding. It's just weird. No, it's just weird to be talking about the next guest when we have the current guest here.
I know.
I know. What's up, Michael B?
Michael B. Just upsetting everyone.
Unless it's Michael Bolton. Oh, wow. Hi, Michael.
Oh, Michael.
Michael! Is it Michael?
I'm so excited we got one of those. That's one of my favorite things that you say. Michael!
Michael! I remember on set I had to do, what's that thing where you had to just throw out
generics.
Generics.
Oh, yeah.
That was so fun to do generics. So I had to say Michael like 50 different times.
Okay, it was 4, but
yeah. Okay. It felt like 50.
I'm sure. I'm sure it was 50.
Yeah.
Well, generics, if anybody doesn't know what those are, basically all the characters of the cast have to read generic lines so that if it's like, oh, we don't have Jay this week, but we need like a what or a no or things. So we have some generic lines that we can insert reactions sometimes to fix or make some scenes work. So it's a kind of like our emergency bag for pickups. Because we're live, we didn't have time to go back and get Jay back in the studio because we might record something Sunday and it's out the next Monday.
Yeah.
I got what? Hit me with it again.
Michael.
I love it.
Or Michael. It's sometimes a question. Michael. Or Michael.
Can you do the chains?
Take these chains off. Let me out. That's
sorry. I don't know why that makes me so happy. Just that one.
Man.
It's just nostalgia. That's all it is.
Chapter 1,
Part 3. Yep. The first. That's like one of your first lines.
Yep.
All right, we have time for one last question, and then we're going to get to the fan giveaway, the contest. What is that question, Nightcat?
Okay, it's a fun question. It's for Casey. It's Brad Bradshaw again, who wants to know, perhaps for next week, do you have a picture of yourself with hair?
Oh, good question, Brad Bradshaw. I got to give it to you. That's a good one.
Not since
and it's not a wig.
I do. I have some really bad ones, like from the cat. Like, you know what? I have the photo session of our. I think it's our first recording session. I have photos from. I'll share them next week. That'll be some of the special content. I kid you not. I should have been shaving my head at that point because it's all like pulled forward and stringy, and it's just like, ugh.
You were.
I was trying to hold on. I was trying to hold on. And I was trying to hold on at like 25. So
25. That's rough, dude.
Yeah. Actually, no. I was trying to hold on. Like I started losing my hair at like 18. So
did your dad lose your hair early? Lose hair early?
Yeah, kinda. Yeah, kinda.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's definitely genetic, but it also, like, my 2 brothers still have some hair left, but oh well, and they're older than me.
Yeah. Well, man, you know what? Like I said last, we seem to talk about your head every week.
It's okay. It's just glaring. It's a glaring topic.
It really is. It's a glaring topic. That's good.
Channeling some Scott Marvin.
You pull it off really well, though. You really do. You pull it off well. I can't imagine. I've seen you with hair. I like you without.
Yeah, it's a good balance. As long as I get a beard. Otherwise, I'm just like a weirdo.
No. Yeah, don't do that.
This is clean.
Yeah, I can't do it until my baby gets old enough because you have to have a beard for impression purposes.
Really?
Yeah, if you start with facial hair,
Yes.
and if you're gonna have facial hair, like I'm gonna have facial hair like most of the time of my life, I want to make sure that my baby imprinted on me with facial hair. So if I ever take it off or have it on, the baby's gotten used to it. So until he gets to a certain point where he can understand that, I have to keep it on, so he can continue to identify me as his father figure.
Interesting.
It's a mental impression thing.
Yeah.
We're going to have to start a new segment on the show called KC Science Seconds, where he just breaks down some science shit and just lets us know what it is. Because you just seem to have all this knowledge in your head.
That's pretty awesome.
I love absorbing these little things. Like, oh, that's so cool. And it's just, stuff like that I love.
Very cool. Well, thank you, everyone, as always, for all of the questions. If you have any more questions that we didn't get to, please send us tweets. Except for you, Brad Bradshaw. You don't send me any tweets.
You've said his name like 16 times in one show.
I know.
This is the Brad Bradshaw show.
I've plugged Brad Bradshaw's Twitter way more than
17.
anyone else's on the show. It's funny. His name's
I think I'm going to start following him just for this.
Well, I'm not going to. But I think it's hilarious. Brad Bradshaw. Anyway, so last week, the prize was this shirt right here. It's one of the original We're Alive shirts. It was very rare. Now, okay, we had an issue with the contest. The issue was, no one followed the rules. No one followed the rules. Here are the rules. So we're going to do this contest one more time.
Don't be scared to enter, too. Like, no matter what your art skills, we're going to judge effort. I think effort and just overall.
I'm going to judge it by the hilarity of it.
How about we all have a vote?
We all have a vote.
Yeah, we all have a vote.
Except for Jay. Rolo, Nightcat, Rolo and Nightcat.
Send them in, we'll vote on the show.
We'll all, we'll vote. We'll all find out who won. So here's what you have to do. There seemed to be some confusion last week, which led to some interesting entries. But we will say this. These are the rules. All you have to do is draw what you think a zombie kitty looks like, a zombie cat. It can be a drawing, like a pencil. It could be a marker, colored pencils, computer graphic drawing, Photoshop. It can be all those things. All you have to do is draw a zombie kitty and post that to our Facebook wall with the hashtag Apartment2C. That's APT2C. That's how we find it, and that's how you're entered to win this shirt, which I'm telling you, there's not a lot of. It's super
they're
rare.
out of print. Yeah. And when our shirts go out of print, because we basically manufacture them in bulk, so once they're out of print, they're gone. So everything that we make is pretty much going to be collector's item because we don't make it anymore. Like that first season of We're Alive that we self-produced and has that number on the back. None of those are going to be ever made of again.
Yeah. So once again, post it to our Facebook page. Any kind of picture of your take on what a zombie cat looks like. It can be drawn, it can be computer generated, photoshopped, whatever. It has to be yours, it has to be original, it has to be of a zombie kitty, and it has to include the hashtag Apartment2C. That is all for the show. If you want to check out any of the shows, if you want to listen ahead, next week we're going to be listening to Chapter 3.
Yep.
Part 1 of 3.
The New Arrivals.
The New Arrivals.
Oh, what does that mean?
Probably Kelly.
Yeah. It's safe to say we're going to have some new people on the show.
Which is exciting. I'm very excited. But if you would like to listen ahead, you can listen on any of our channels, which is iTunes, audible.com, and make sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter. And the most important thing is subscribe to this YouTube channel so you know every time that we go live every week, Tuesdays at 7:30 Pacific Standard Time. And then we'll be here next week. We'll be here
like every week.
We'll be here every week.
Well, except for a couple. There will be some weeks off in the future, but we just haven't had them come up yet.
Yeah. I got nervous I wasn't going to make it today. Thankfully, the traffic's let up, and I ran in here as soon as we went live. was almost a nightmare. Grayson almost had to sit here. Can you imagine?
Oh
how
my
bad that was?
Him and his giant whiteboard, you know.
I'm terrible. I love how easy every guest is just so easygoing with, let's be mean to Grayson. I think it's because Grayson's so nice. Anyway, Casey, as always, thank you so much. Anything else you want to say to the fans for next week?
Lockdown's going great. It's amazing. In April 1st, I will be at the AWP Writers Conference in Los Angeles talking about audio dramas. I may or may not have privileged information to release at that conference about something new. So we'll see what happens. And if I can say it then I'll say it again on Apartment 2C.
Awesome.
So we'll see what they say I can say.
Jay, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
I really appreciate it, especially for driving all the way down from California.
Yeah, no kidding.
Anytime. I love this.
Yeah.
I was like, are we doing this? Yeah, we're doing
it. And also, one last thing I wanted to mention, a very special happy birthday to Adam. It's his 16th birthday. Huge fan of the show. Happy birthday, Adam.
Happy birthday, Adam!
Adam's 16th birthday. I remember when I turned 16.
We can also drop that Adam is maybe have a guest appearance somewhere.
Okay, well, we might as well say it in detail. Adam actually got the chance to be, he's a super fan of We're Alive, and he got the chance to come down to Orange County with his family. We actually all had lunch together. It was super cool. Was it breakfast? It was breakfast.
Yeah, it was like a breakfast brunch.
Yeah, it was a brunch. It was brunch. We'll call it brunch. Yeah. We had brunch with his family. They're just super sweet people.
It was really fun. It was
Great
really
time.
awesome.
Yeah,
he didn't know that we were going to throw him into lockdown. So
no, he had no idea. It was all a surprise. And
we put him into prison, locked him down, and just walked away.
Just walked away.
When
I think he's still there.
When lockdown comes out, we have a video of that. We'll have to post it later. When we can.
When we can, yeah. It's one of those things where we can't reveal what he did.
So anyway, it's a super cool time that a fan got to come out and be a part of lockdown. It was something awesome that you put together, and his mom's family, his whole family's great, and Adam, great kid, super fan of the show. So happy birthday, buddy! Hope you had a good one, and we'll see you guys next week right here Tuesday, 7:30 Pacific Standard Time for Chapter 3, Part 1 of 3, The New Arrivals. Dum 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 bum 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 bum.